Once again, you're listening to WCHC on 88.1 FM, Worcester's only alternative source. And that being said, we're going to turn away from the Pink Floyd and we're going to call my good friend Dan because he has an amazing single out called Synapses Fire. So without further ado, let's crank into it. Let's get this phone out and let's give him a ring. I've got my good friend Dan on the line. He has a new single out called Synapses Fire. Very talented singer-songwriter. Dan, tell us about it. Tell us the bones of the project, how it came to be, and give us the rundown here.
Well, first of all, Ross, awesome to be on your show. I've been enjoying listening the past bunch of months. You're playing some great tunes. I love Pink Floyd. Great job, my friend. For those of you who don't know, Ross and I are both huge Bob Dylan fans.
That's right.
We kind of connected as Ross was working over the summer at the Respite Center, and just a great dude. So thank you so much for being the first station to play my song. I really appreciate it, man.
Of course. So give us a quick rundown on Synapses Fire and the whole project.
So the whole project's called Iceberg. Since COVID, I lost my dad and a whole bunch of other stuff happened. So I wrote all these songs about going through hard times, but with a lot of hope, right? And I thought of the analogy like icebergs, you can only see what's on top, you don't know what's underneath.
Yep.
I'm also obsessed with northerly places. My last album is called The Battle of Greenland. So anyways, I came up with a scheme to record music and find real live icebergs. And so over the past year, I've been to Newfoundland, I've been to Greenland, I've recorded music in both places. I've also recorded music in Worcester, and the album's going to be released on May 2nd, and I released the first single, Synapses Fire, this week.
Cool. Awesome. Well, without further ado, thank you very much, Dan. And for everybody listening at home, this is Synapses Fire. Here we go.
You're the man, Ross. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Through the streets in London, a ghost was born. Spiders on my headphones. The Queen was on her throne. It felt good to be alone before the pillars were all torn down. Synapses fire, synapses fire. Synapses fire, synapses fire. Light up the city sky. Do-do-do, do-do-do. It was June in London in 2004. Life was an open door. The record store in Trafalgar Square. Live this life without a care. All my neurons burn all down. Synapses fire, synapses fire. Synapses fire, synapses fire. Light up the city sky. And we never are alone. All the pillars will be reborn. Synapses fire, synapses fire. Synapses fire, synapses fire. Light up the city sky. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, go!
All right, y'all. That was my good friend Dan's first release on his single Synapses Fire. Very talented music singer-songwriter, and so as he mentioned, him and I we worked together, and we got to be good friends over our shared love of Bob Dylan. I mean, how can you not love Bob Dylan, right? So I actually got to hear him play that song at the Respite Center a bunch of times, and it's great live, but it sounds even better there. So congratulations, Dan. It sounds great. If you guys want to know how to listen to a song, you can go on
Dan Cloutier. Apologies if I botched that last name, Dan. That's DINCLOUTIER. On YouTube. He's got a bunch of songs on there. He does covers, and it's good stuff. So if you're looking for some genuine, really good music by a talented singer-songwriter, make sure to check him out. So again, thank you to Dan for calling into the radio. That was a treat. This is WCHC on 88.1 FM, Worcester's only alternative source. My name's Ross. This is The Funk Emergency. We do this show every Sunday, 8 to 9 p.m., and this is Two Suns in the Sunset by Pink Floyd.